Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Miami Dolphins and the Green Bay Packers. Two clubs here, each looking to rebound from a Week 1 loss as we're underway on EA Sports. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Defense feeling the encouragement. They stop him at the line of scrimmage on the first play of the afternoon. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. 10 yards still left on second down.
Let's go!
They're going to look to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 30, and he'll return it to the 24-yard line. He's coming off a 3-interception performance last week, so certainly not how he wanted to start here.
Not at all, but this is where a quarterback gets tested. This is where we find out what he has underneath that jersey, because he had a bad game last week. Can he shake off a bad start to this one and start to perform at the level he expects?
The former Indiana Hoosier here, Tevin Coleman. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
I think there's one element that just keeps increasing on defense in the NFL, and that's speed. They want it at every position, and we just saw there some linebackers who can go sideline to sideline, run past that trash, go past people, and make tackles near the sidelines.
And not only near the sideline, but also in the backfield there for the loss. A little bit of ground to make up for the offense as they face a 2nd and 11. Here's Trubisky. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. Call it a gain of 5, and they're going to face a 3rd down. In danger of squandering their great field position as they come up on a 3rd and 7. Out of the gun, Trubisky. And almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's 4th down.
It's a great job by this secondary. When I watch them, they remind me of elite defenders on a basketball court, right? They want to contest each and every pass.
Great contest on 3rd down to bring up 4th. And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost, and the Packers are off to a 3-0 lead. So after the pick, they can't capitalize for 6, but they do get 3.
And I know in this situation, most of us want to focus on the offense. You know what side of the ball I played on. Let's give that defense a lot of credit, taking it over in a sudden change situation and shutting them down.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. So now here come the Dolphins. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Dolphins have a 1st down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
And now here's a carry heading left. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A Miami first down on the 14-yard pickup. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
Back to throw now on first down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Hodges. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Seeing that play and understanding just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice gain right there on first down for them. Brings up a nice second down for them.
On second down, they'll try and run the counter. Try to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's going to be taken down, but not before reaching the 15-yard line. That good for 22 and a first down.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? That looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
He takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Dancing to his left. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. He'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. He'll look to throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Jason Verrett. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
An update from Denver. The Broncos have taken the early lead. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold them to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. See if they stay on the ground for second down. They will run again with Coleman. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. Give him 3 yards, and now they're left needing a conversion here on 3rd and 6. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Trubisky. And he's got Will Tye complete. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Second quarter about to get underway with the Packers in possession of the football. And they've got it here with a first down. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. Looking to throw, Trubisky on first down. And the reception made by Dante Moncrief. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. They go play action here on first down. He's going to go deep for Conley. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Rashard Robinson with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week, 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
Now they try the right side here. And he'll take this one only up to about the 21. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be third down.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
No. Check. Patriot. Back there, Philly. Here we go. Check. Green.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Packer pressure, and down he goes. Samson Abukum in there to drop him for a 4-yard loss, and it'll be 4th down. So on 4th down, they bring on the Michigan man, Matt Wild, to kick it away. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble.
I know there's no magnet in the ball, but sometimes for the punt returner, after such a scramble, it sort of feels that way, doesn't it? He has it, he loses it, somehow the ball finds its way back to him.
Atone for his sin, and you know he's taking a deep sigh of relief right now. And not great starting field position here for the offense. They'll start out on the ground with Coleman. And they'll get him down up past the 15, just shy of the 20. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary. That led to a really nice game.
Now a play fake here on first down. Pressure comes, and Trubisky goes down. Khalil Mack from that outside linebacker spot. He's able to get in there for a loss of 9. On second down, here's Trubisky. He rifles one that's intercepted. Rashard Robinson with a pick. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
If there was one area that the coach emphasized in our pregame meeting, it was red zone offense.
In a sense, I got from it, and I think you did as well. They weren't real happy with how they were executing previously, so they put a lot of time and effort into it because getting points is paramount. Doesn't matter what you do otherwise, don't leave the red zone without putting points on the board. For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass, looked like it was coming together, looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. So he loses 3 yards there. Now third down. The Dolphins on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5.
Here we go. All right, now, look at 56. Lucky 56. Gone. All right, now, look at 56.
Now a handoff as they run left side. And not going to be able to push this forward. He runs into a wall right at the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. And Vinatieri's kick is good. And the Dolphins are going to tie the score at 3. So the drive stalls out, but they are able to put 3 points on the board.
Yeah, just a yard or two shorter than an extra point, so no problems converting there.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Packer offense now ready to get back onto the field. So the D-line's going to spread out. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. 2 minutes to play in a tightly contested first half. We're back to Lambeau following these words. On first down, Trubisky drops it off for Coleman. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains. A good way there to have him bounce back from the interception last drive. Something underneath, a little bit of rhythm going.
I know the best ones in the league have supreme confidence, but every now and then you need a little booster, don't you? This is their way of protecting him and bringing him back. And then they'll turn him loose later, I would think.
No. Check. Patriot. Here we go now.
From midfield now, here's Trubisky. Hits his target, the tight end, Will Tye. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. They'll run it now out of the gun. And look out, a big hit to the shoulder pads. Took him right off his feet. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. On second down, Trubisky. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
The one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. They got to get to the 23 here on third. From the shotgun is Trubisky. Going for the deep ball. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Rashard Robinson with a pick. And to the 12. That's where it stops. The return is halted at the 12-yard line. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman.
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
With the Eagles.
That's right. Then with the Eagles, and I believe it's against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's going to lose yardage here back at the 8. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
When you think of Mike Daniels, you think of strength. Hard to knock off the football, but surprising quickness and ability to move and evade people. How about that play there?
Well, he can squat 600 pounds, so that's how he caught people's attention coming into the league, and he caught our attention right there. He'll drop to throw. Had his hands on it, but dropped it. The rookie making a little bit of a rookie mistake, 3rd down.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
The Dolphins on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 14. They'll run it now out of the gun. And a short pickup here as he'll get across the 10 to the 11-yard line. And now a timeout coming from the defensive side for the Packers. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. This is taken at the 15. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Defense really showing respect to the deep ball here, playing off the receivers. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. He finds an opening past the 40. A good pickup there at 22.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
They'll throw on 1st down with Trubisky. On the right side, this is Miller. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Offense in a good spot here, 2nd and 2. They go play action with Trubisky. Going up top. This is caught inside the 15. And with 1 second left, they get the timeout. And they'll have a chance to kick the field goal before intermission. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. Bullock will put this one through. So if you like field goals, this is your game. 6-3, 3 field goals at the break. As we send you now to Orlando to check in with Larry Ridley and our EA Sports halftime report. Take it away, LR. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the 3rd quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the 1st half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies, try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the 1st half.
We'll see if they do just that. A design run for their wideout. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
And the offense moving in the wrong direction here now as they face a 2nd and 12. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. They'll run it. This is Muhammad. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
One of the things that's really difficult for an offense is often identifying how to block a 3-4 defense. Well, when they're coming on a blitz, even more difficult. They're elusive targets and hard to hit.
The Packers on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 15.
Green 39! Green 39! Watch it now, Barney!
Now Trubisky to throw. And able to find Conley. And he'll be taken down just shy of the 40. It's a gain of 20 and picking up the first.
But that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here.
Leopard! Leopard! Green 39! Green! No, check, Patriot! All right, here we go.
They go again with Muhammad. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. The Packers on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6.
Here we go now.
Now it's Trubisky. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Taken in at the 22. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return, and it'll be Dolphin football. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the 2nd half. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance really to set the tone here in quarter 3.
They can really take charge, can't they? And this is probably how it was drawn up at the half. I think we can go inside the locker room, all right? And I think we would see up on the grease boards, stop them defensively, get the ball back for the offense, and let's go downfield and score. Seems simple, right? The last part, we have to find out that's going to happen. But the first part worked to perfection. Did exactly what they wanted, and now their offense has to pay it off.
See if they can get the latter 50%. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
I know they've got to be careful not to go to the well too often, but it's a fine line, isn't it? Because sometimes if you got success, you want to just keep pounding away.
But no success there. They rallied quickly on the defensive end. So a 3rd and 9 and 6 defensive backs out there in the dime.
Patrolling the passing lanes.
Now let's go. Detroit.
Play clock winding down. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. He's going to float this one deep right side. It's caught inside the 25. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. A big play there. 77 yards. And the Dolphins are in for 6. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a second one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. And this will not be returnable. It's out of back of the end zone for a touchback. On the carry, it's Muhammad. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Second down following the run.
All right, here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And some big-time hitting going on there. He is knocked to the ground at the 32-yard line. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down? Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Trubisky now to throw on 3rd down. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Doyle. And he's going to have a 1st down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. The slot man in motion right. Here's Muhammad. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
Fresh set of downs here. Throwing here, Trubisky. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 13. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
And he cuts it right into space. There he goes right side. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Dolphins add on to their lead. Well, this offense only mustered 3 points in the first half on that field goal. They picked up the pace now. 2 third-quarter touchdowns.
Hey, you remember that appearance we had last week in front of that crowd? And they asked about halftime adjustments and all that was going on. And remember what I said. It's not always an adjustment at halftime. Sometimes just remembering the game plan and playing better, tuning it up and just working through it methodically. They got it done in this case.
Of course, I'll always remember that appearance because I had on a brown belt with black shoes, and you pointed that out in front of the crowd. So thanks for that.
I said that out loud?
You did.
Yeah, my bad.
The Packers offense now. They get ready to head back onto the field. They'll run with Muhammad, and he is leveled. Knocked down hard. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
But these guys are going to chop into that deficit. They got to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
It's already 2nd and 12. The defense hoping to push them back more.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
This time, Trubisky will throw. Caught here by Conley. There he goes left side. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Chris Conley, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Packers have cut it back within a score. On for the point after is Randy Bullock. And he's got him back within a field goal now. It's 16-13. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Out comes the Dolphin offense now as they get set to take over here. Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. They run the counter now on first down. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. Now they'll run it on the toss. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down. The 4th quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
The Dolphins on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Time running out here on the play clock. And now here's a carry heading left. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. It's a 6-yard gain, and it leaves them looking at a 4th down.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. You'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Taken from just outside the 30. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And this offense will take over right at the midfield stripe with a 1st and 10. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Not much happening there on 1st down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down.
Right. Watch it now. Set.
Out of the gun, Trubisky. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46.
Well, when defensive coordinators game plan to put pressure on a quarterback, they often want to use blindside rushes, and that's exactly what they did there. The cornerback gets to him and drops him.
Let's see what they draw up here. 3rd and long following the sack of Trubisky.
Let's go.
Now the Dolphins are going to halt the action here. It's a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. The Packers on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and 15. And they'll bring the big tight end across the formation left.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Now Trubisky on 3rd and long. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off around the 41. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
A handoff as they run the counter play. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. It's a loss of 7. And now it's 3rd down. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
So the D-line's going to spread out. They're going to look to throw. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Jason Verrett. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. So now he's equaled his interception total from a week ago. Remember, Charles, he had 3 last week.
And you know, all week long he vowed to take that number down. Told the guys on the team, don't worry, things are going to pick up. I've got this. But he is in a major league rut right now. Let's see if his teammates can pick him up along the way.
You're right. He talked about being cool, calm, collective, rebounding. Not rebounding right here. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. Down. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. To throw. Left side complete. Safarian Jenkins. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Now back to throw. Over the middle, complete. That's Hodges. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Dolphins have a 1st down. And at this stage of the game, time a factor, time on their side as they just try to eke out the final precious moments of this one. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll get 4 here down to the 35-yard line. And now defensively they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. And the defense in desperate need of a stop. They have to get off the field and get the ball back to their offense if they want a chance.
Check, Patriot. Here we go now. Blue, landed. Leopard. Over.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Sutton. And this defense here going to burn their second timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. And they give this time to the tailback. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. Offense still needing 10 yards. Second down. They'll look to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. A great play there with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Dolphins are able to grow their lead. He missed one earlier, remember, but this time he gets it to go. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Tajay Sharp now to return. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. And now the Packers get set to go. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action.
He's got a convoy, and he might be gone. Touchdown, Packers. Chris Conley with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Packers are back within a score. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high-percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
Football. So they needed the onside kick. They got it. Now they need a field goal.
And that's the beauty of this. They don't have to get 6. A field goal ties the ball game for them. Nicely executed play.
And some changes here as the D-line separates some. He's back to throw. Throw left side complete to Sharp. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
And he finds a man with a crossing route. And they're able to get this one down to the 25. That one goes for 24 yards.
Here we go now. Green, 39.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And down inside the 15 he goes. 12 more yards there and another first down. And now all of a sudden the shoe's kind of on the other foot. Maybe you pull the reins back here a bit?
Yeah, a little bit because you got to make sure that you don't score too quickly.
Now the Dolphins are going to take another timeout here. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. looking right. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. They'll run it now out of the gun. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the 4th.
Wow, wow, wow. I know it's a never-say-never situation, but to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish them off.
The score that puts them in front here late, but now you got to rally your kick team, don't you, and say the last thing we need is a big return.
And what happens is guys get overeager, get out of their lane because they're so excited they want to make the last tackle. You mess up, could come back at you a long way.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins offense now heads back on the field. One possession game, time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed. And I know that's counterintuitive because this is a pressure situation. But this is Friday practice every week of the season. You go over this situation, having to go downfield, limited timeouts, got to get out of bounds and keep the drive going and set yourself up. Defensively, you can't just lay back and let them do whatever they want. So it is a cat and mouse deal here. How much pressure will the defense bring, and how much pressure can the offense handle?
We're going to find out. Back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've converted a 1/3 of their opportunities, 3 for 9. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Back to throw. He's going to let it fly. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off at the 13. So they lost yardage, and they declined the penalty. There's no logical reasoning to do that.
I'm trying to go through this little Rolodex in this small brain of mine, and I'm coming up with nothing, partner. I've got zip on that one. Take the yardage, right? Take the penalty. I don't get it.
I don't get it either. Well, I know at points in this when you wanted to close your eyes because of all the